Hello everyone. This is April 20th of 2020 and this is twinwayshower. I'm a life coach, emotional healer, counselor, EFT and LOA practitioner, and I'm also a wayshower for the twin flames. Well, it's not a coincidence that you have landed upon this channel today, and as they say, there are no coincidences in life. Just like me, probably you were looking for some answers about what is a twin flame, why do they appear in your life, and why are they so important. Interestingly, most of us started looking for these answers when life turned upside down for us and we were left absolutely clueless as to what happened to me. When this particular person or the so-called twin flame walked into your soul, you had an amazing chemistry and everything was fine and it was a usual day, and boom, you separate. Now that's the time when you start questioning your existence. So you cry, you weep, you purge, you shout, you abuse them, and then by no means you see that this person can ever get out of your mind. And amidst of all the chaos, then you start looking for these answers, So you Google it, you meet your soul tribe, you research about it, and then you try to connect with different people around the world to get your answers, and also to get the necessary balm for your wounded soul. Because unfortunately, all these answers that they're gonna share with you is an experience of the other person. They can always guide you and help you to understand the journey, but the experience fortunately is going to be yours only, your exclusive experience. So in this video, I'm going to share my personal experience of the journey to make you understand the different aspects of this twin flame connection. But before that, please be generous to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell to receive updates on my subscribe channel. So who exactly is a twin flame? A twin flame is the other half of your soul. Many people say that the soul is one as it took birth in the beginning. Then how come the soul is divided into halves? Right? So now as I was guided, the human soul carries the energies. Both carries both energies, which is the masculine and the feminine, which is basically we represent by yin yang. Right? So the energies together makes us the whole or divine in our nature. So what is divine nature? Let me help you understand. You would have noticed that in all the god figures that you maybe you follow or you practice, whosoever you name it, they carry the energy of affection, compassion, love, empathy, which is mostly the feminine side of it, and also masculine energy. Like they'll be initiators, they'll be leaders by nature, they have aggressiveness, they have anger. So I'm not advocating any side of it, but making you understand that balancing the two energies makes one perfect. That means being a masculine, we must know how to be compassionate. Similarly, being a feminine may also know how to lead, how to be a fearless person. So you might be a feminine body, but the masculine energy in your body knows how to be fearless. Or if you're in a masculine body, the feminine side of you knows how to be compassionate and loving and affectionate to the other person. Now that's the twin flame connection, is basically progressing the two souls to become one whole, carrying all the features of masculine and feminine energy. So if your other half deficits in any kind of feminine energy, he will gradually learn to balance it, and vice versa. You are also going to learn it. Also, the journey teaches us to recognize the potential that we hold in ourselves. It said that we are created in the image of God. So we have immense potential in ourselves. So what the twin journey basically tells you is to make you realize that there is a potential, there is a magic, there is a power within you. It is said that the universe resides in me. The journey helps you to realize this. Most importantly, the journey enables you to appreciate ourselves and begin to love and prioritize ourselves first and unconditionally. This unconditional love beginning from ourselves helps us to gradually reciprocate to our twin and then to the rest of the world. It is said that the twin souls incarnate in a life together to complete a divine mission, which is most of the time to bring unconditional love and healing to the world. If you look at this, look at the current scenario, the entire world is unhealed. It is suffocated of old thoughts, old patterns, old way of healing methods of different chemical based healing, and there is so much of uncompassionate way of living by people. So when the twin flames as light workers come into picture and they are using both the energies together, they are basically bringing in the unconditional love and healing to the world. Thus the intensity of this connection is extremely different from the rest, which is, if you see a soulmate connection or a karmic partner connection, you will see a massive difference between those connections and a twin flame connection. And you recognize yourself. It's basically, I am looking at in the mirror and I'm looking at myself, and I expect the person in the mirror to behave in the same manner as I am. So you recognize yourself when you look at your twin flame. Now in my case, in my entire life, I used to feel really surprised, that I have certain virtues, I have certain values towards life, like being gentle, compassionate, understanding, loving unconditionally. And despite the same, I never met a person holding a similar value. And I kept praying and asking Divine that when I'm such a good person, why do I meet all the bad person, only all these negative traits? Is there anyone in the world who's like me? I mean to say, we usually call it like-mindedness. So basically, your twin is your mirror. They hold similar values in soul. Now, before meeting my true twin, I met my false twin, who kind of pissed me off and made me pause and think of what I'm doing in this world. So he was basically a catalyst who ignited the recognition of the spark in me, though in a very distasteful manner. I'll be making a separate video on identifying a false twin. Nonetheless, I'm thankful to Divine for his presence in my life. Otherwise, I would have never identified my true potential, my true divinity. I would have never found. Now, from my perspective, how did I recognize that this person is my twin flame? So I have kind of composed the entire journey into few points how I recognize that this person is exactly my twin flame. Now, first thing was that most people say that your eyes are a window to your soul, and that you recognize your twin through the eyes. In my case, when I met my twin soul, I was going through this transition phase of moving out from my false twin relationship. So meeting my real twin made me very skeptical. I was completely in a shell. I was absolutely hesitant in meeting new people, going out, socializing. Absolutely hesitant about that. We met through a common friend, and I was very unsure of this meeting. In fact, I was in a closed shell for many months after my false twin left. And when this common friend called for this meeting, I was so doubtful and shy. However, my intuition guided me to proceed. And after months, I stepped out to meet my friends or have a social gathering. So you meet your twin in the most unexpected manner. Coming back to eye recognition, as I said, I was pretty shy and skeptical. But I noticed one thing in that meeting, that my twin was sitting just adjacent to my seat. He was secretly looking into my eyes, and he was extremely quiet. I mean, I had to literally, barge in and ask him, "Do you talk? Are you finding it okay to speak with us between the two, females, and you're sitting in between the two of us? Do you mind talking, or you're quiet?" And he used to say, "No, I'm just listening to you." So he was extremely quiet. Now that was probably because he was finding these eyes, my eyes, very familiar. You feel amazed when you look into your, twin's eyes. You find so much of peace and calm that you are literally taken aback. It's like you're seeing home. The second thing that I found was telepathy. So over the years, I had focused more and more in dipping into my intuition. It was even before, I met my twin. So I was on the spiritual path for quite a long time. So more and more into focusing into my intuitiveness and divine guidance in my path. So when we started meeting each other, one fine day I decided to send a word. And why I decided to send this word is because I was feeling doubtful that if this person is actually a soulmate kind of a person, or has he come into my life to clear a karmic bonding, or is it the true twin flame to say. So I was skeptical. I had my doubts. So one fine day I decided to send a word, which was the name of a project that we are going to start in the near future. And I told him that I'm transferring this name into your thoughts. So let me know what you receive. And to my surprise, my twin did receive that. He was able to tap into the energy effectively and let me know that word. And even today, even now, at many times we both understand without any talks between the two of us. We understand what the person is going through, or any health related issues. We are, even at a distance, we are able to make it very clearly. Many times we are able to even feel each other's emotion even after being at a distance. The third thing that I had was dreams and visions of the shared past life. We both know somehow that we had a past life, or maybe more than one past life together, and there are things or healings or maybe alignments that we couldn't do, or that couldn't take place in the past reincarnations. We now understand that those we understand what those things were and what were our you can say the areas to focus upon, or the areas that we need to work upon, and we are working toward those for completing the karmic circle in those areas and learning the lessons that we could not learn due to lack of wisdom in the previous lifetime. The fourth thing is unconditional love. The love that twins show to each other is without any comparison. It means it doesn't fit in the standards of the world. Keeping it simple. So we are both uplifting each other, guiding each other, motivating, fighting it out, reconciling, telling the truths. Oh my God, you cannot hide things from your twin. Yeah, that's a very strange reality, but yes, it is. Your deepest secrets will be known to your twin by any ways. Like I came to know of several things about him by divine guidance. This is not for you to criticize your twin. This is for you to help your twin to come out of that, you can say, the guilt or any emotions that are related to the past happenings. And also your twin helps you to realize your true worth, your potential. He will always be, I remember my twin always triggering me, tapping me all the while to take that step, go ahead, did you do this, I used to get really pissed off, but I know unless I got those push from my twin, I would have never made it. So whatever I do today, a lot of credit goes to my twin, because he is the person who could handle it in that beautiful manner. Moreover, we accompany each other strong enough that we know that it's not our energy solo. It is not that it is my energy. Whenever we are doing certain thing together, we know that it is not my energy or my twin's energy. It is the divine's presence amongst us. When we are together, it's like a completion. Your home, it's yin and yang. So friends, this was my experience of meeting my twin. Let me know how you liked it. And I look forward to making some more videos to guide you how you should be progressing. Like there are difficult moments, there are things when you will be confused, there will be moments where you will be absolutely puzzled what steps you have to take, how you have to tackle things. So I will be making these videos. Do feel free to comment and write back to me on my email ID, which I'm going to post on the video itself. So if you have questions, if you have doubts, it might be anything, depending upon your questions related to twin flames, anything you want to ask me, and how it should be, because many a times whatever you find on the internet is very cheesy and very sugar coated. Net on net, this journey is not a sugar coated journey. It is extremely harsh, but when you are digging the earth not to find gravels but to find diamond, you really need to ensure that you are doing your best. So I'm going to help you on this. So till that time, this is Twin Way Shower signing off. Take care. Good night.